Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode here on African Confessions. The following story that you're going to be listening to, it was sent to me by one of our admins who gave us this translation. So if you have any confession that you want to share with us, please, you can use that WhatsApp number that is appearing on your screen. And please, I cannot share with you the numbers of those people that come and say that they know how to do money-making rituals. So the confession that was sent to me by one of our admins reads like this. Hello, how are you? My name is Simon and I am 50 years old. So I have lived here in South Africa, I can say, for most of my life, but I have never felt more trapped than I do right now. I came here to South Africa when I was just 20 years old. I was full of dreams and high hopes, but my story, it is all about the regrets that I feel on a daily basis and how I lost everything. I don't want to lie to you, people of God. I have lost everything in this world, but there was a time when I used to enjoy South Africa. There was a time when I told myself that no matter what, I'll never leave this beautiful country. But now, many, many years later, I am telling myself that if only I could return back home. But after I have spent all of these years, I do not even know where home is. I don't even know if this country is now my home or Malawi is my home, and I don't know if I will be able to find the village from where I come from, because I came here when I was still a young man and I lost my family, my peace, and even my soul, and now I am left with nothing but the haunting consequences of the choices that I made a long time ago when I came here. As for my relatives, I don't know if they are still alive, those ones that I left back home. I had promised my mom that the moment that I was going to arrive in Igoli, the city of gold, I was going to write her a letter, but I never did that. When I first arrived in Rustenburg, that was when I met a woman, a very beautiful woman, whom I'll call and I met a very beautiful woman who was from Mozambique. This woman, she was really beautiful. She was from Mozambique, a beautiful Mozambican woman whom I quickly fell in love with. Little did I know that she was the daughter of a very powerful Sangoma, a traditional healer who used to help people that were working in the mines, who used to help even the prostitutes that would be prostituting their bodies to the miners. So when we met, she also fell in love with me. At that time, I did not even understand what I was getting myself into, because I used to be a very good Christian. I grew up going to the Roman Catholic Church. Later on in life, that was when I started going to the Pentecostal Church. I was young, I was in love, and I wanted to start a brand new life with this woman. When we got married, her mother, the Sangoma, did something that still haunts me to this very day. So she then gave me some money. The money that she gave me, it was a 100 rand note, quite an old one, but this was no ordinary money. She told me that this money that she was about to give me, this was the money that I was supposed to use to take care of her daughter. It made no sense to me at that time. How could I take care of her daughter with all of her beauty with only an old 100 rand note? She told me that this money, it was unlike any money that I had seen. This was magic money, and she told me that no matter how many times I would spend it, the note will always come back to me. And when it comes back to me, it won't come back alone. Like she said, if you go into a supermarket, when you buy something with this 100 rand note, then when they give you change, like you see in the till, there will be money that will be in there. So this 100 rand note, it will collect all the money that it would have found inside of the till. So later on at night, then this 100 rand, it will bring all the money that will be inside that till. Then I will take it. The next day I will go again to another shop. Then I will buy. At first I was amazed and I thought that I had been blessed with an endless fortune. Every time that I would use that note, it will reappear in my pocket or my wallet or at home, and it would have brought with me with more money ready to be spent again. I thought that I had been given the key to an easy life. For years we lived off that money, never thinking about where it came from and what was the true cost was going to be. Me and my beautiful wife, we had 3 beautiful children, and life seemed to be good on the surface. But then tragedy struck. My wife was the first one to die. She suddenly fell ill and she passed away. She left me as I was devastated. Shortly after her death, one by one, all of our 3 children, they also passed away under mysterious circumstances. It felt as if it was a curse. It felt like a curse had fallen upon my family. I thought that I could move on, so I then started a relationship with this other South African woman. We had 2 more children, but the same thing happened. The mother was the first one. So when she passed away, I thought that maybe since she had been complaining that at the place where she was working, they were busy bewitching each other. So I thought that maybe someone had gotten to her. She was the first one to die. Then our kids passed away. They both died just like my first family. The pain of losing 5 children and 2 women whom I loved so much has shattered me. I then realized, but it was too late, that the money that I had been using was not a blessing but more like a curse. It was not just magic, but it was also blood money. Each and every time that I was using that money, it also demanded a sacrifice, and that sacrifice was going to be my family. Later on in life, when I started to go, like when these people from Zim, when they started to come here, that was when I started going to this other church. It was a red garment church. And when I went to that red garment church, that was when I was told that my mother-in-law, that Sangoma from Mozambique, when she was about to die, the only thing that was holding her spirit and her not being able to die when her time here on earth was up, it was because of that 100 rand note. So this 100 rand note, it is just not money, it is a topology. So it was saying, how can you die when you have not given me someone else who has to take care of me after you would have died? So when she saw that I was dating her daughter, that was when she thought that I was the perfect guy, and she spoke with me, but she did not tell me the truth that this was a topology that she was giving me. Now I am 50 years old. I have no family left. I am stuck in South Africa with no one to tend to. I ask myself, I have no relative in this country. If it happens that I die, what are they going to do with my body? Does this mean that I am going to be buried by criminals? Does this mean that they are going to burn me to ashes because there is no one who is going to come and claim my body and to say that this one is my relative, we need to bury him? This means that there is no one who is ever going to know that I have now died. I don't have the strength anymore. I am an old man to return back to Malawi. Even if I did, what would I return to? I have nothing left. The magic money that I have, that is all that I have to offer. Like, if there is any man who is willing to accept this money from me, it is an old 100 rand note, quite old. If there is anyone who is willing to accept this money, I am not selling this money. I want to give it to anyone for free. Any person that wants this money, Brother Nashi, I am willing to give this money so that I can rest. I have dreams of this topology telling me that I need to find someone whom I can hand over this money to so that it can release my spirit. Dear listeners, right there was a message that was forwarded to me by one of our admins who gave us this translation. Strange things indeed do happen in this world. Just imagine having 100 rand, you go to the shops, you buy, then later on in the evening, it brings with it all the money that will be inside of the till. But you have to sacrifice everyone, your whole family, they have to die. Yeah, ne?